The Great Depression was a difficult time for most Americans. Jobs were lost and families moved around the country, living in their cars. Some people today feel another Great Depression is on the horizon, and the economy is the #1 priority of the new president. A 2005 study found that in a one-year period, 1 in 50 teenagers had experienced homelessness, and that number is expected to increase during 2009. More of the American population is expected to live on streets. Someone recently asked me whether I was nervous about the U.S. economy, if we were headed toward a recession or depression. I feel that how well America survives the current economic crisis depends on the character of Americans. My grandfather, J.J. Becca, did well during the Great Depression, but his trust was in God rather than government. In the years preceding the Depression, he came to Texas from the Czech Republic with only a carpenter's toolbox. During the Depression, he raised a family, started a construction company, and built homes, churches, and schools in Central Texas, and became wealthy. While America struggled, he prospered because he focused on prayer, the Bible, and church. Following Hurricane Ike, I traveled to Galveston and interviewed some survivors of the hurricane. There was a lot of destruction, people rummaging through clothes and trying to get their lives together. But one man I found outside a Red Cross Center seemed to have the key to survival. He told me though he lost his business and everything he owned, he said he was going to put his trust in Jesus.
Everything is gone. My motorhome's got a tree on it, but almost large as I am, bigger than myself, you know. But yes, still, it's just something that a person didn't expect to happen, because we thought it was just going to be something that, you know, we can ride out. But not just myself, but it's quite a few people that was, you know, I guess we just didn't think, you know, that it was going to be that severe or anything else.
But how y'all recovering and coping with it?
Right now, the only thing I thought, it was just immaterial things. Then all of a sudden I lost my son through it also. And that made it much worse for me. So the only thing we can do now is just put our faith in the good Lord and just say, well, it's not the beginning. I mean, it's not the ending, but just the beginning for me. Because I'm going to have to start over, and so far, through counseling and all, I've been feeling pretty good about it.
How'd you lose your son?
Well, he was up there in one of the shelters, and some kind of way I guess he's just forgotten on his medication and everything. And so, but I don't exactly know how it happened yet until we get the autopsy back and everything. But yes, still, after losing him, that's the only thing that really, really hurt it, because I felt that I'm able to be walking and everything else, and I'm able to work again because I am a carpenter. And believe me, I just looked at it this way. Thank God I have a trade that I do have. And so what I'm doing now is just going to go ahead and take one day at a time to put my faith ahead of me. And I believe that it's not the ending of this, but it's just the beginning of a new story. And I'm going to try to build on a solid foundation this time. And this is what I think most people should think. That instead of saying, I've lost everything, I have to start over. And if you start over, build that house on a solid foundation. That's the main thing. Because now the good Lord is in control, and you want the good Lord ahead of you. Because when I fell and broke my ribs and everything else and all that water, I could have lost my life, and I come very close. So now I'm walking with 2 broken ribs, and I just want to go back to work. I've lost all of my trucks, all of my equipment, and everything I own. So I'm starting from scratch, and believe me, I'm going to make it.
What would you tell people in the same situation as you?
The main thing, if you're in a situation like I was, believe me, trapped in that house because I refused to leave, then falling and breaking your ribs and all that water, when water's up to 6 feet in your house. The only thing you do is ask Him to do is, God brought you this for, or you might say, because I'm kind of leery on speaking, some people might take it offensive or anything else, but like I said, the devil brought me to it, but God will pull me through it. Watch me. I'm going to make it. Because right now, after I lost my son and all, It's just, I just want to work, bury myself in work, and try to forget the past and think about the future. And believe me, I ask anyone, just pray. If you're a praying person, pray. Because believe me, I think everyone in Galveston, if they are right, solid mind or anything else, they know that we have been tested. We've been, our trials, our faith and everything else has been put there. And believe me, it's just, it's something I don't think I'd ever get over, but yet still I'm going to know. I know one thing, I'm alive. Thank God I'm alive.
There will be bad times, but the key to making it through life is to turn to the Lord and trust in Him with all your might.